as you can see, this is a bit of a new thing that I wanted to try out. I did promise that we would be making some more content during this last week that wasn't necessarily related to the streams. This is also the first showing of the new overlay, so now I don't have to deal with all those things that weren't quite working from when I switched from Twitch to YouTube. But, let's see, I'd also like to point out our little art slideshow up here. The Sable Eye piece was made by the lovely Howl Twilight. You may know him from several different places. We've had some conversations on Twitter, and a few of my friends from here will know them. And of course, we have Frothier, who is kind of a mainstay of the channel. He's been on the last several streams, I do believe. But this is my attempt at something a little bit new, a little bit different. I kind of wanted to harken back to some of the older streams that I did, like the Smash or Pass stream that I did with the rest of the Mesmer Medical crew. And shout out to them, I guess. Love the Mesmer crew, love the Mesmer Medical staff, great group of people. Our boss is fantastic, and she's definitely not standing behind me holding cue cards, telling me what to say. Okay, that joke aside, I kind of wanted to grasp onto that sort of content, I guess. That sort of just reactionary, me just talking and sharing my opinion and my proclivities and, you know, what I like in stuff. I mean, of course, those who watched that stream will know I have interesting tastes. There are some things that I say that are, you know, maybe a little weird, maybe a little odd, maybe don't make sense to some people, but I think that's really the fun of it. So, with the help of my lovely Jeremy Army, I would like to present the first of these top 10 lists that I'm going to be releasing. This is what I call the top 10 smashable Pokemon. So, with all of that out of the way, let's just start with number 10. Boom. Tinkaton. Okay, I know, you're thinking, oh, it's Gen 9, I'm just appealing to the newest generation. And well, okay, maybe Tinkaton is more in my mind because she's so prominent, but there's one key thing you're not thinking about. If you have not fallen in love with a manic pixie dream girl at least once in your life, what are you doing? What exactly are you doing? It's like, that's the thing. The manic pixie dream girl is one of those most common, like, mostly in fiction, let's be honest here. They're mostly fictional girls, and they show up in all those Netflix shows and whatnot, but if you remember from those streams, there's another factor that's adding to this, and that is the fact that that giant hammer could smash me. Yes, I'm attracted to power. I'm attracted to things that could kill me. And let's also point out the fact that Tinkaton has twin tails, and that's like one of the most attractive hairstyles you can possibly have. But, I think I've spent too much time talking about Tinkaton. She's amazing. Number 10 on the list. Let's take a look at number 9. Oh, that is the wrong mark. Let's not hit that one. Let's hit this one. Jeremy's, please move out of the way. Boom. Alright. Indeedy. Now that may sound like a weird choice for number 9. That certainly might sound like a weird choice. But, just like I said, that 10 fulfilled the role of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, there's another trope here that I think should be pretty obvious. Maids and butlers. And if you're not, you know, having the hots for whatever, you know, maid in media you see nowadays, and I don't know what's going on with you, maids are amazing. Maids and butlers, I guess. if you don't have the hots for, like, what is it, Sebastian from Black Butler, I think? I don't remember what that particular anime was. But, like, oh, there's so many, like, combat maids, and that's kind of, like, how the Indeedee line, I think, fit. They're also psychic types, and, like, being able to date somebody who can read your mind and emotions and just, know if you've had a bad day at work, or know if you just wanna, sit on the couch and do nothing but watch TV all night. This is just, way easier. Communication is difficult. And how often are you gonna get in fights with your partner because you can't communicate with them properly? I realize that this video is, I guess more accurately entitled the top 10 Pokemon I would date, but, sure, fuck it, we'll go with that. I think that would be kind of funny, so we're gonna call it that, and, go with that moving forward, because, I just think it's funny. I like the idea of attempting to date all of these Pokemon. Maybe it'll end like Persona 5, and I'll get every one of them trying to give me a Valentine's gift, and then they all beat my ass. Speaking of beating my ass, number 8. Tyrantrum. So, you know how I said I like power and things that can kill me? Well, I think this one's pretty obvious. Tyrannosaurus Rex is probably one of the most deadly things that you can possibly see. Even though, I guess, in reality, those things were, like, probably not the most dangerous things in the world. But the Pokemon version, Tyrantrum, is very dangerous and very angry. And she just gives me it gives me the vibes of, like, some hot biker babe or biker guy. Some, like, heartthrob that's breaking all the hearts. It feels like, one of those, like, tsundere people that... God damn it, did I just add another trope to the list? I added another trope to the list. We have the tsundere in the form of a delinquent Tyrantrum. Oh, this is just telling you everything about the different tropes that I'm attracted to. But that's fine, I guess. Let's take a look, then, at number 7. Jeremy's, would you move out of the way? Miss Magius. Really, are you guys not surprised? We're talking about me here. I am obsessed with, like, 95% of the ghosts in the Pokemon Pokedex existence and all that, and look at her. She's just like some cute witch who's gonna, wreck your face. Need I talk about how Miss Magius just run around chanting and causing curses on people, or how their previous evolution, Mischievous, can just feed on fear? And if that's not the most attractive fucking thing in the book, I don't know. I mean, I guess technically it's not the most attractive thing, because Miss Magius is only number 7, but we shall see. We shall see. Let's take a look then at number 6. Hisuian Lilligant. Yes, I'm gonna put form variances on here. No, I'm not doing form variances for Indeedee. They're basically the same Pokemon, even if they have different movesets and different looks. Whatever. Hisuian Lilligant, though. I'm gonna repeat myself again, because of course I am a trope-loving son of a bitch. Hisuian Lilligant is probably the most elegant of the Pokemon. She gives me the vibes of a very gorgeous dancer, that's just kind of spinning around. And of course she's also a fighting type, so she can kick your ass. I mean, I guess that's the thing. Fighting types are the types that are going to kick your ass, or they're like really athletic or something, and frankly, I just think that's attractive. I like an attractive partner, and maybe dating Hisuian Lilligant would get me to be more active myself. Maybe she'd take me on runs or something through the icy cold, because, I don't know, despite being a grass type, the Legends Arceus Dex entry talks about them, being braving the bitter cold of the Hisui region to slim down and gain their fighting typing. I don't know. Number 5? I guess we should go to number 5. Gothitelle. Okay, come on. Let's be honest here. If you've seen the previous 5, you should know that this one was coming. You should know that this one was obvious. Because what's another girl that's stereotypical hot, that's in plenty of media? The goth girl. And of course, with my proclivity towards, ghost types, there's the Hexmaniac, and Hexmaniacs will even use psychic types from time to time, and if the this Pokemon probably looks the most like a Hexmaniac. And, she's just a hot goth girl. Let's see, we have the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, the Maid Butler, the Delinquent, the Witch, the Athlete, and now we have the Goth Girl. I guess she could also kind of be Tsundere, because Tsundere is not just like a delinquent trope, but I can definitely see the Goth Girl just kind of going out of her way. Maybe she's a little yandere. She might be a little yandere, let's be honest here. It's Gothitelle. They're also incredibly strong, and, we can see their trainer's death and whatnot, and just digest me through my bone structure or something. Psychic types are powerful, man, and they're just gonna always kill you, and that's hot. Alright. Let's hit up number 4 then. Virizion. Now, this is the first legendary Pokemon that we have on the list here, and now, again, you might think that it's just because, oh, there's the Paradox forms that came up in Gen 9. No. I've actually preferred Virizion out of all the other Swords of Justice for a while now. But there's a more important reason as to why I picked her. Or him, honestly. I don't know what you would call the legendary Swords of Justice. Cobalion could kind of go either way. Terrakion definitely has more of the vibes of a guy, but I guess that's not important. It's a quadrupedal Pokemon. I'm gonna keep that cough in. You can add that to the cough tally and, I don't know, exchange it for more Magus coins at the next Magus meet. I don't even know why I'm saying that. There's no such thing as Magus coins. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, Virizion is the first Pokemon in this list that I would consider like a knight, like a warrior. This is the noble, powerful, elegant, poised knight that defends the innocent and slashes down the dark and evil. And I realize that, some of the ones on here would be considered dark and evil already, and Virizion would probably kick their asses, but I don't care. I guess that's kind of why she's number 4, but yeah. So, hot warrior type. Hot warrior knight archetype. Maybe she's really pure and it'd be fun to corrupt her a bit. But yeah, having a cool partner that'll, kick everyone's ass for you while you're standing in the back as a mage is kind of nice. Why do you think I keep Dottie around? She's like Virizion, except she uses a giant hammer and is almost more degenerate than I am. Alright, let's move on into the top 3. These 3 are the big deal. These are the 3 that get me so... I don't know, turned up, horny, I don't know what we're gonna say there, but we're just gonna move on. Number 3, Meowstic. Okay, we've talked about elegance, we've talked about Manic Pixie Dream Girls, we've talked about men and women that just look too damn fancy and hot, and while Indeedee's like the maid, this is like the noble. This is the aristocratic, hot guy and girl that are just like thousands of leagues out of your way. You still crush on them anyway. I think that's That's the angle that I'm going for. And of course, they're, you know, mind-numbingly powerful too, with their psychic power being enough to, I guess, obliterate the world or something. I don't remember. The Dex entries talk about that. They can, like, evaporate small towns with the power of their psychic eruptions or whatever. And knowing me, do you really think I wouldn't find that incredibly hot? Okay. Before I get too turned up, let's move on to number 2. Okay. I know what you're thinking. It's another legendary, and it is. And it's also a virus from space, but... Okay. Hear me out. Alien girl. That is hot. Girl who has no idea how to human, stuck in a human body, trying to human properly. If that's not sexy as hell, I don't know what you're thinking. She's also got an insane attack stat, and is also psychic type, because if you'll notice, there are 4 psychic types here already. Oh, I wonder what type I'm the most attracted to. Is it any wonder why I have, you know, magical mystic abilities that line up with the psychic type? Oh ho 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 ho. So, yes, again, very hot, very dangerous. Pretty sure she's the villain, or he, she, it's a villain in a couple movies. But doesn't that just make Attack Form Deoxys even hotter? Do I even have to mention the fact that it's got tentacles? I think I'm just gonna leave it at that, though. We don't need to talk more about tentacles. Of course we don't. We don't need to talk about how I like tentacles or like using tentacles. No. We want to talk about the number 1 spot. We want to talk about the Pokemon that I think is the most smashable. The Pokemon I want to date the most. Okay. I know it looks obvious. I know it looks like I'm like every other basic bitch on YouTube, but I have my reasons. And my reasons are also specifically why she's Mega Gardevoir. First off, the drip. She's fancy as shit. Fancier than Meowstic, I would argue. She's also absurdly powerful, with stats on par with some legendaries. I think she's got, like, I don't know, with Mega, that's a 100 on top of there, probably close to, like, a 600 stat total. Maybe more, maybe like a 650, I don't know, but that is powerful. She can make, like, black holes and shit, and she's super loyal, and I'll probably kill anyone who gets in my way, and oh my god, did I pick a Yandere Mommy? I picked a fucking Yandere Mommy as number 1. Oh my god, you guys are gonna hate me so much. Alright. I am going to go shove myself into a corner and think about what I've been doing for the last, what is it, day and a half now in the process of making this video. Alright, well, I hope you guys don't think any less of me now that you know I have a minor obsession with some of these Pokemon. Alright. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a good day, afternoon, night. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.